tonight we're going to do part 2 of last night's video, which is what makes her happy makes him happy, and what makes him happy makes her sad. I got a lot of comments today on last night's video where I indicated different scenarios, and one of them were if a man were to come home with $1 million, or he would have gotten a raise in his job, that his woman would ask him, did you remember the Pampers, or did you buy the milk that I asked you for? And the difference in how both parties would relate to the same scenario. And the reason is it's not that she doesn't care about you being successful. She basically is testing you to see how much of a man you are, all wrong, one, and two, where does she stand with your success? She wants to be first, but doesn't want to be first. And I also give the example last night about a man going to war. She would be crying and saying she wish he doesn't go, and she really means that she wish he doesn't go. But the minute that man says, you know what, I think you're right, I'm not going to go to war, I'm going to stay home with you, she will get turned off, and it's going to weaken him, and she will never trust his manly side again, because he doesn't stand for what he's supposed to. There's a hole in his armor, see? And I'm doing a part 2 to the last night's video because there needed to be seemingly more information given for more understanding as to why would she be unhappy if he's happy, and why would he be happy if she is happy. And the reason is this: they build differently, we operate from 2 different platforms mentally, and so whenever a woman is happy, he attributes it to success to him, and whenever he's happy, she wants to make sure that it's not without her. And where does she standing? Especially if she is unhappy and then he comes home happy, that's a problem. So things matter differently. Women need respect and understanding from men. We have always heard that men needs respect, but what happens is that what a man really needs appreciation and acceptance. When he gets appreciation and acceptance, he sees that as respect. And when she gets respect and understanding, she sees that as appreciation and acceptance. You see? So it really matters what is said. So for a woman, for example, she cares about what he does. So he can say, I love you. For him to break or penetrate her, she's going to look at everything he does. For a man, when women are told that they are not doing enough, they do more, but he doesn't want her to physically do more. He wants to feel more from her, so he cares about what she says. And in today's world, I know for a fact, based on people that I talk to on a daily basis, that mainly women do not build up their men. And it's a chicken and the egg scenario, because women are going to say, but the man does not do what he's supposed to. But guys, a man is operating from a platform of one dimension. Women, you are operating from multiple dimensions. He is responsible for the depth of the love in the relationship. You are responsible for the passion that fills that depth. And so what is required from you is to continuously build him up. When you build him up as your king, by you being a queen, so it's not just a physical word that you're saying out of your mouth because you think you wake up this morning and you're a queen. When you treat him like a queen, a king, he treats you like a queen. And that's really the way it's supposed to go. But what happens a lot of times, women are not treated a certain way, or men are not treated a certain way, and they stop being. Nobody goes into a relationship to get something. It should be to evolve and to give, because you're supposed to love yourself, and then you're supposed to take love from yourself and give it to the other person, and the other person gives it back to you. If that person stops, it doesn't mean you should stop. And so once we understand the rationale and the platform from which both parties operate, then we can understand why when she's happy, he's happy, and when he is happy, she's sad. Now, the other thing is I wanted to explain, to go deeper into last night's discussion, was let's look at this scenario to paint a better picture, because only when a scenario like this is painted, it seems where women especially, and I'm saying women especially because I hear it every day, I see it every day. Men don't say certain things. Women are the one that are pushing the agenda. And I know a lot of women hearing this are not going to be happy, but I know it's as fact based on the statistics that I have and the statistics that are out there. Men are feeling now like they're displaced and they don't know really what is needed of them. And what is sad is women are also not able to really know what is needed of men anymore, but they know they need them, and vice versa. You see? So now women are working and men are working as well, and women are not letting men feel needed based on words, because we all know that one of the strongest things that a woman uses to fight with is her mouth. And she attacks a man and breaks down his testosterone. He doesn't act like a man. She complains he's not being the man he's supposed to be. And that is where it really spirals from. All right? So let's look at this scenario. If I go to work and I had a very stressful day and my wife is just home and she went out with Alana and she went out with Wendy, two of her friends, and they went to lunch and they went to the mall, and while going to the mall they end up shopping. She bought two red bottom and a handbag, and she comes home. I get home, there's nothing in the house to eat. I'm stressed, I'm tired, and I'm hungry. And I come home and she says, she meets me by the door and she says, babe, hi. I wasn't able to cook anything today, but I had a great day. I went out with Alana and Wendy today and we went to the mall, we had lunch. I'm so happy that you have been able to provide and put me in a scenario where I can go out and feel free, that I can spend without wasting money. I thank you for being that type of husband. I know I didn't cook for you, but is it okay that let's go out to eat and get something to eat? Can you take us to get something to eat? That man is going to feel so revived. He just went in his cave without actually going to his cave, because she was his cave. She released his stress and she built him up at the same time. Instead, what a man comes home to as he walks through his door is not that scenario. A lot of times he will come home to nothing being cooked still, but she's attacking him as being critical and saying that he's not good enough. Where is this? Have you forgotten that? You're always forgetting. And she's breaking him down when he's already coming home stressed. And he was not given the time to go into a cave. Now, if we were to take that same scenario and the husband is home, he's out of work. Notice that I'm changing the scenario a little bit. He's out of work. Just now I didn't say she was out of work. She just was home. He's out of work now and he's home. And then he went out with Keon and Kevin and Ellery. And so we went out and we drank a few beers. We went to play a few video games. And he went and he bought some rims for his car. And she comes home and meets with him. And she has to come home and cook. And the garbage wasn't taken out, or there was some element of the gas in the tank, gas in the cars won't fill or something, and she comes home, there's nothing to eat, and he says the same thing to her: thank you for providing for us, and I really appreciate you working and being that type of wife that I can be able to go out and shop and stuff. She's going to be pissed. You see, guys, how it differs? And that is the difference between men and women. So I hope that this whole context which I put the scenarios in has given you enough for us to create an understanding of the difference and what appeals to both men and women. I'm open for more communication. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and I'm here, Renoir, Creative from Chaos. Talk to you soon. Bye.